So where did writing come from? In the biblical chronology, we had the flood, and then at some point after that, writing must have been invented. Now, the thing is, for a long time, skeptics would say that Moses could not have written the Bible because writing hadn't even been invented then. They were later proved completely wrong about that there's been found much more ancient examples of writing than that. So clearly it existed by then. But where did it come from? Well, look at the position after the flood. There was one family who all spoke one language, the family of Noah. After they multiplied and God confused their languages at the Tower of Babel, now all of a sudden you wake up the next morning, you have 70 different languages being spoken around you. How do you maintain communication? Obviously, you can't learn 70 languages, realistically speaking. So what would you do? Well, you would draw pictures, and those pictures would then convey the idea that you want to convey. And so if I draw a picture of a cow, then I have a cow. You draw the picture of a cow. I say, I want one cow. You plot two cows, and so on. The thing is, after a while, that's not quite enough for proper communication because it basically only allows you to convey nouns, things that you can draw. You can convey some verbs with it, like you can see a guy running, and you can convey the idea of running. You can convey a guy eating, and convey the idea of eating. But how do you convey ideas like I wish or I want? These are harder to communicate. And so other concepts also, like things that don't draw very well, like alabaster or malachite, these things are not easy to convey. So how would you convey these with pictures? Well, there's a really cool way that ancient civilizations solved this problem. And they would use the sounds of the pictures and use those to form larger words they spoke in their language. So for example, let's say you wanted to form the word carpet. Rather than drawing the word carpet, you could draw a picture of a car and draw a picture of a little dog. Car plus pet equals carpet in our language. Now, those two things are not a picture of a carpet, but they form a compound idea. And so if you want to convey the idea of want, you could take the sounds of want and take two pictures, combine them, and you'd know that meant want now. Most ancient civilizations solved that problem in this way. And so after the flood, when the civilizations began to break up, they tried to maintain communication through a very diverse language group through pictographs. And all modern languages, written languages, evolved from that. And so to this day, our language, English, borrowed its letters from French, which borrowed it from Latin, which borrowed it from Greek, which borrowed it from Phoenician and Hebrew. And the original letter A, for example, was based on a drawing of a bullhorn, a bull with horns. So you turn the letter A on its side, as it actually used to be, and it looks like a cow head. The letter B was originally the word house, because it was shaped originally to look like a house. And so all these things were based on initially things they could see in their environment and had meaning based on that thing. But then they turned the idea of those things into the sounds of those things. And from that, we eventually developed proper alphabet and lost our attachment to the pictographic idea completely.